guys, listen carefully. I had to sound out this warning. A while ago, some guys were sitting behind me discussing. I wasn't eavesdropping because they were talking out loud, so I could hear exactly everything they were talking about. One of them was talking about how he ended up sleeping with 3 sisters, messing 3 sisters up. He met this girl on Facebook and they got talking and they decided to meet up. He went through her friend list and found out that this girl has 2 other beautiful sisters. So he decided to mix them up. So he ended up sleeping with the 3 sisters. Now this is my warning. If anybody requests you on Facebook, check the mutual friend. If the mutual friend is anybody of your blood, please ask questions about the person. I mean, this is if the guy is asking you out. You need to send a message, ask anybody that you have mutual friend with this particular person, if it's your blood, especially your sister. Because this person might be trying to take out revenge on your brother, or trying to take out revenge on your sister, or trying to mess your family up. So you need to be very, very, very careful when somebody who has a mutual friend with your sister sends you a request. I usually do this. Whenever I receive a request from someone and I have a mutual friend with any of my sister with this person, I always ask that my sister a question. Do you know this person? How do you know this person? What is he like? Before I can go ahead to actually start talking to this guy. Do you understand? And before you decide to have a relationship or have a date or go into any kind of whatever with someone, for those of you who like accepting guys you don't know, or maybe who think you can find love or you can find a husband on Facebook, on social media, now you have to be very, very careful the way you go about this. You have to take this warning very seriously before you accept any guy. If the person has a mutual friend, especially with your sister, ask question. Ask your sister, do you know this guy? How do you know this guy? What have you done with this guy? Before you can actually end up having any dates with this guy. Because he might be trying to do whatever, like this one did. You never can tell. So you have to be extremely careful. And for those of you who have sisters, you really have to take this warning so serious, and you have to share this so that every other person will have to see this and see and know what these guys are up to, what they are up and about. Some guys are really very mean, very wicked, heartless. Sometimes they don't know the repercussion of what they're doing. Sometimes they do it out of fun. They think they are having fun, but they don't know the repercussion of what they are doing. When the nemesis comes, things will be happening to them. They'll be wondering, maybe their village witches have sent whatever to them, but they don't know it's nemesis from things they've done in the past in the name of having fun. So girls, this message is strictly for those of us who have sisters. Be very careful before you start going into any relationship, any date, any whatever with a guy you meet on Facebook, especially the one who has a mutual friend with your sister. If it's your friend, it's okay, but your sister, your blood, your cousin, anything, please ask questions before you decide to go out on date. And also, sisters, you should try to find a way to communicate to each other about your dates, about your relationships. I think it's very, very okay if sisters discuss their relationship, their boyfriend, so that you don't get to fall into any of this kind of mess. So you don't have to like start liking somebody who your sister already is having something doing with. If you know this guy, that this guy is having something doing with your sister, I don't think he is going to mess you up also. I don't think maybe he's going to try to do whatever nonsense with you. If maybe your sister have told you about this guy, immediately he clicks and he adds you and he starts saying rubbish, you already know, because sometimes they know that sisters don't discuss about, some sisters, they know that some sisters sometimes don't discuss about their relationship with their sisters, which is really wrong. If you ask me, it's very bad, because if you discuss your relationship, your dates with your sisters, those ones that are around, or before you start maybe thinking you are getting into any serious thing with any guy, discuss with your sisters. I don't think any guy will have the chance to mess any one of you guys up. Like I normally do that with my sisters. My sisters know all the guys I've had as a boyfriend. They know. So none of my boyfriends in the past and in the present will dare go to any of my sisters, because even though they've not seen your face, even though they've not seen you physically, they must have seen your picture. Even though you maybe have not met them, they must have heard your voice. They must have known some things about you that just immediately you start messing up, they already know this is my sister's boyfriend or chica or admirer. What are you trying to do? So sisters, please find a way to communicate with each other to avoid this type of mess. Okay? Thank you guys.